This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, has met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be wet or fine, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom. A not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Well, hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gaff Major, and this is the usual Friday night live stream where basically we play World Warships Legends, and I'm glad that some of you are here to join me. So hello Jeff, hello Sean. Sean I should say. You've currently had a power cut already today. Well, hopefully that is not going to happen again. Like you said, you don't want to be sat in the dark. The idea of watching a live stream on your mobile device and being sat in the dark with the Major is probably quite a scary concept, I guess you could say. Jeff, currently we're under a blizzard. We're warming up for tomorrow. Forecast call for 50 centimetres of snow. Whew, I hope you got enough supplies to last you through the rest of the winter, Jeff. It doesn't sound like you're going to be leaving the house anytime soon with 50 centimetres of snow. Anyway, let's get the music on in the background and hopefully everything's working. Yeah, it looks like it's all working. Well, hopefully you're doing all right, gentlemen. So we'll crack on with the usual stream. We've got Cossack lined up in the background. As always, I like to start the stream with something smoky in order to just give us a good chance. I know that the chat can be usually quite busy at the start of the stream. And I haven't... There we go. So, as you can now understand, this is why the helmet has been making an appearance on the live streams, because obviously it's been used as a prop in my false commander video, I guess you could say. And then we have the jacket that we did wear on New Year's Eve with the Major pips as well. So hopefully they won't clutter up, and maybe if things go well, we might put them on. Is the best way to put it. But we'll see how the stream goes, obviously. And if the stream goes downhill, I won't feel incredibly motivated, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're in the Cossack, a game of domination on Land of Fire. So potentially a tier 6 and 7 game would be the most likely outcome. No, it's a 5 and 6 game. Okie dokie. It is a carrier game. I am the only destroyer. So me charging into the middle is probably a bad idea. Not completely sure where I should go. I mean, we do have longer smoke screens in the Cossack, so maybe potentially heading to the centre might be advantageous. It really depends on what the enemy carrier does. Jeff, yes, I've got plenty of supplies then. Good day for boats. Oh yeah. The commander video was great. Well, many thanks, Jeff. Many thanks. It's been I had the idea end of September, and then start of October is when I first started messing around with the idea of could I make a photo work and get software and stuff, and then it was just something that slowly ticked away in progress. Ordering the props I needed and putting things together, but we got there in the end, and I quite like having the stuff, and I'm quite happy the video went down quite nicely. I'm sure a lot of people did enjoy it. It looks like the carrier's pestering over at the other objective. Akatsuki is over there. So my plan is to capture this and then move over there and engage the Akatsuki if I can. What are the enemy cruisers? Atlanta and Arizona. Atlanta's got radar. There's a Bedoini. Yes, okay, both their cruisers have potential radar. And I don't know where the Atlanta is. So I think we will just have to start getting out of here very quickly, because I have a suspicion that there's an Atlanta nearby.
Engine boost activated. Critical engine damage.
Okay, we're gone. And
Problem solved, sir.
oh, wait. Oh no. I was maybe hoping that I could maybe bait the Atlanta into my torpedoes, but I don't think it's going to happen.
All stations, concentrate fire on that
Okay. time to make a move into Charlie, I guess. Oh, the Akatsuki's gone. Okay, that makes life a little easier. Although the Atlanta will still be a pain. But it looks like the enemy carrier is mostly focused in the far Alpha objective area. I'd like more targets to shoot at if I was going to do anything.
Engine boost deactivated.
Yeah, I think I'll just stick around and grab the cap. Doesn't seem to be any point opening fire on the Bedoini. Maybe there is now, because I might be able to engage the KG-5.
Smoke generator activated.
There we go, there's the fire we want.
Smoke screen set. Our team has taken the lead.
Friendly aircraft should rise on the KG-5 soon. And then we can start engaging again. Well, time to move. Atlanta's still very dangerous at the moment. I don't think I can slip behind the Leon and get behind their team, unfortunately. Even if the Leon wasn't there, then I might have an opportunity to slip through and go carrier hunting. KG-5's turned away. What's chasing him? Scharnhorst, okay. Sure. This game will come down to caps. Don't think the enemy has enough bravery. I bet they don't get a cap. The Atlanta on the enemy team's having a good crack at it. I think he's the only person who's... Well, him and the Akatsuki are the only people who probably threatens caps. Interesting, a carrier that doesn't go after destroyers. What is their carrier? Furious, wasn't it? Okay, I'm not too surprised. Well, the enemy's got a cap. Just keep eyes on the Leon and see what happens. Oh, he's turned broader into those torpedoes. So that's the first one. Nice.
Enemy battleship sunk. Victory is in sight. Smoke generator.
I think I'm the only one who's crazy enough to have a crack at shooting the Atlanta.
Engine boost deactivated. Launch set.
Do we need to? I don't think. But no, there's no point. We're going to win on points. Damn, there goes that. Yeah, easy win. Use AP. Yeah, no, I was using a bit of AP on the side of that Atlanta. Yeah, no, this is that's going to be all she wrote. And that's going to be the game. Well, that was a very relaxing game. Didn't really have to focus too much. Perhaps the Leon thought, there's a baguette coming towards, and see, quick turn in to grab them. Yeah, the battleships that sail in straight lines obviously make great torpedo targets. But yeah, he just started to turn into the objective. I think he was trying to angle against something else. Yeah, that was we only lost one ship. Well, that bottle's still nice and tasty and hot. As always, gents, feel free to shout in the chat if there's anything in particular you'd like me to play. Otherwise, I'll be preparing just to see lots of British ships get played. I quite enjoy playing the Cossack. I don't get to play destroyers that often in live streams. Maybe we should go down to the lower tiers and we'll do the Icarus. I do love the Icarus. There's a reason why the Icarus appeared on the Commander trailer, in the thumbnail, and actually within the video multiple times. Icarus is my most played ship, mostly due to back in the day when used to just play. I used to be the destroyer player in a division I used to play with quite a lot, and so yeah, it just worked out. Just played the Icarus just lots and lots. Jeff off to a cracking start. Yeah, off to a nice simple win. Couldn't really complain about it. It wasn't anything exciting, but it wasn't anything boring either. A carrier game with lots of destroyers. Very interesting. 5-in-6 game. No radar, but those enemy destroyers are all a little bit tricky. supposed to put it like the T-61, sonar, mass, sonar, Benson, good guns. Kiev can be a little bit difficult to put down at times. I mean, if I get some proper support from this mass, I might have a good chance. But otherwise, it's going to be awkward. And the mass is already turning into the centre, which I don't like. However, there's a destroyer in our centre, which is coming over to the left flank. Okay, so there's a bit of potential here. So what I might do, I might just do guns off to the left and maybe just see if I can lock this flank down a little bit until I get a bit of support from, say, the Benson. Enemy carriers on the top right corner. So we should be unmolested from the enemy carrier for a good while. I should say. California, okay. The Californias are playing solo. Is that both Californias? No, Colorado as well. Oh no, it's California and Colorado. Then we have a grid site of Fiji. Enemy destroyer spotted in the centre. It's the Benson. Okie dokie. So I'm just going to park it here to lock off this flank. Enemy mass spotted. Okay, that's 2 of the awkward destroyers. So that just leaves a Kiev and a T-61. Okay, Benson's now moving over. Okay.
Affirmative.
Yep, we'll clear those torps. Okay. Where's the RDF pointing? The RDF's pointing kind of centralish. No, that's coming down the middle. Okay, let's try and cut this off then. Let's do guns to our right. Just waiting for X and Y turret to spin round. Prince Isle Fiji spotted. Only briefly. Enemy Kiev spotted. Okay, and that must be the T-61 next to him. So what I want to do, I want to engage the Kiev. I don't want to be engaged by the T-61. So I'm just going to push forward. Use this island to cover from the T-61. Right, and then we're just going to go forward. Because we've got a Kiev coming. No, a Dallas. Vakwalin's just torpedoed the enemy carrier. Good work. So what I'm doing is I'm just using the smoke screen to make sure I stay as undetected as possible from the Dallas there. Dallas is turning away. I think we'll just return to our picket patrol in the centre here because we know the T-61's there. RDF is off to the left. Well, I want my guns off to the right. Let's use a bit of sonar. Okay. I think that means the enemy base is wide open. Because my RDF is pointing off to the T-61, which is 8.7 kilometers away. Which means 8.7 kilometers... Oh, now it's just switched over to the Colorado and back. I think their centre's wide open. So, I got two options. I can go for the base, or I could play it safe back here. And maybe see if I can get some cheeky torpedoes onto the side of a battleship, which isn't expecting torpedoes to be coming from my general vicinity. Ooh, RDF now switched to way out in front of me.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Smoke screen set.
We sank an enemy destroyer.
Getting pinched and kind of got to hope for the best. It's 4.7.
Smoke generator act critical engine damage.
Our team has taken the lead.
Problem solved, sir. Smoke screen set.
We should slip away, I'm hoping. Hopefully that little bit of manoeuvring has thrown the enemy team a little bit off tilter. Oh, we spotted by the Dallas again. Don't know if we'll survive long enough to do this.
Smoke screen set.
We aren't going to die. Now, Dallas will find us and kill us. So let's see what we can just do in the meantime. Now we know he damaged con to fire, so there's some flooding. I have no idea if the Dallas is shooting at us.
Smoke generator
Ooh.
activated.
Yeah, we get to live. Oh, I thought we were dead for sure. And we are flooding the California out. Nice. Let's see if we can get a fire to go with our flooding. There we go. Now all they got to do is use some of the water from the flooding to put the fire out. I'm surprised I'm alive. Hello, Philip. Hello, Philip Niggers. Good morning. What about Ship Smasher? Yeah, we could. Yeah, should maybe do a bit of Ship Smasher after this, maybe. Sean, my plan for a 1v1 is this go cruiser, go to the cap and force whoever is protecting it, then rush and send torps. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see what is going to be the go-to choice with ranked. Whether you just go all in and just hope that you get the perfect matchmaking, or whether you go for like a balanced play. Jeff, what would be your Pacific cruiser to be? Agree with your strategy. From Jeff. And Sean says tier 4 the Konig, tier 5 the Exeter or Leander, tier 6 maybe the Russian or Vilma. Not sure on tier 7, maybe Russian again. The thing is, you got to remember that if you're... Oh, we might as well have a crack at this. We're so low on HP. There we go, the back one got it. He didn't. There he goes. Nice. I mean, so Exeter and Leander, I'd be a bit cautious about, because they can be overmatched by 8-inch guns, and if you're relying on smoke, that's not going to be helpful, unless you're doing like hide in smoke and turn your sonar on, hope for the best. Tier 4, I'd probably say the Fair Attacker. Tier 5, oh, maybe the Aoba or the Taranto. Tier 6, possibly the Cheshire. Tier 7, probably the Albemarle would be maybe my choices. Dude, look good. Good evening, good evening. Tier 6 Fiji. Fiji, I think Fiji always works quite well in a division, I find. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that. We had a bit of fun with the Icarus there. There was a very slow, thoughtful game. But we'll mix things up and we'll get the Fiji going. And maybe hope for the best. Jeff, Devonshire's okay, not as mobile, but think it's better armour. Yeah, better than the Exeter and the Leander for certain. Leander might will be tricky is if it's not all DDs. That we'll have RDF. Yeah, this thing like RDF is going to be quite a strong trait for pretty much anything. I was thinking Fiji, but Russians have radar for DDs. Well, as long as you got perceptive and sonar, you should be right. Love the Talon, but long reload might be a handicap unless you go for a full low reload build maybe. Randy Chang, hello, and Joshua, hello. Randy, how are they dealing with stalemates if they just play ring around the island and no one dies? I don't know. I guess. Well, this is why there's cap zones in it, I guess you could say, because the cap zones will obviously attribute points to whichever side. So obviously, it's not like Arena, whoever captures it wins. There's actually 2 cap zones. So I guess if you probably both start on the same points, and if you can get ahead via capping and start ticking down the cap rate, then hopefully that means you have a better chance of winning. Brandenburg will be a secondary monster. Well, she's going to be no more a secondary monster than Bismarck is. So if you decide, if you deem Bismarck to be a secondary monster, then Brandenburg probably will be too. Jeff, Trento, no sonar, but enjoy the ship. Yeah. Trento's got a really good armor scheme for her tier. It's just that lack of sonar is such a pain, and also the very poor rate of fire, which then leads to like a poor DPM. Well, chaps, we better get this bottle down us before it gets cold, because no one likes cold bottle. Okay, what's the enemy team? Mass, Benson, Akazuki, Lightning, Tallinn, ooh, Hipper. Good night now, Iowa. Oh, right, better put the bottle down. Oh, there's a smoke screen.
Smoke generator activated.
Benson, but we have an Iowa.
Smoke screen set.
I'm not going to bother putting my sonar on because I'm thinking or hoping that our destroyer's moved up enough to actually spot any torpedoes that were loosed off towards my smoke screen. We'll switch to the Benson. Who's probably already regretting. Ooh, somebody picked a whole bunch of oopsie daisies. What else have we got here? We've got Tallinn. Ooh, okay, that's quite dangerous. Oh no, has he stopped all momentum? He had a bit of momentum going forward.
Torpedoes astern.
That's the Benson's torpedoes. We're alright from those. Oh, the Iowa's getting absolutely... Oh, that's why it's getting mulched up. There's a Scharnhorst who's pushed in. Well, this flank is playing incredibly aggressive, so I guess we better start moving up. Otherwise, we're going to get left behind. There's the Tallinn. I'd like to see the Tallinn start shooting at someone else before I make any sort of engagement. No, we can work the Hipper over. Cool. Okay, we better go find the DD. Have I turned? I think I've turned Perceptive off. I used to have Perceptive on these commanders for a little bit. To Brazil you go. Hello, hello. Mike It's going as well. Good to see. Jeff Dave. Hello. That's a new name in the chat, or at least a name that I haven't seen for a while. Ranked will be epic. Ranked will be good, interesting. Is the best way to put it. I am intrigued to see how that will go down. You never know, right? We'll push the Lightning anyway. Now, where will the other DD be? Don't know. Let's see if we can catch up with the chat. Let's see. Joshua, I have high hopes for a highly accurate close quarters secondary battery to offset the 12-inch main battery. I have conjured a complete hypothesis as to why it would be so. Fair enough. Jeff, range on Fiji sonar, 4.2. There you go. There are winter crates for sale in World Warships Legends in store at the moment for silver. Expensive though, 10 million for 5 silver crate. 5 silver crates and 1 gold one. 10 million for 1 insignia. I know it makes you wonder sometimes. Like all these credits that we own in the game, they're actually not really worth a lot to them. Is the best way to put it. Yeah. I think you'll be lucky to have, for Exeter sonar, it's very much on par with, say, German cruisers, which you don't really get with the rest of the British territory, unfortunately. York's getting the buff. My tier 6 ship to plate T7 will be British cruisers. Sean says he bought one. He got some free XP and paint. Ooh, hope that was worth 10 million. Joshua York was already strong and had awesome HP. HE penetration. I guess none of the players. No one plays it. That's basically why. People just aren't really playing there enough. I guess is one of their reasons. York might be a bad choice at all. Might not be a bad choice at all. Good sonar, torps, and great AP in 1/4 HE pen. Yeah, York could be quite an interesting choice. The only downside of York is obviously our armoured belt is only resistant against 14-inch AP. However, that's pretty much the same for all Tech Tree Tier 6 cruisers. Jeff, that would be my luck as well. Terrible luck with crates. This is the thing, this is why I don't really bother with crates. That was a strange game in the Fiji. Didn't really do anything wrong. Just our team played incredibly aggressive on my flank, and I wasn't really able to keep up with them. Shortly followed by the enemy not really being there in the quantities I like. Have I seriously not got a win in the Surrey or patch? I can't have that. Better finish the Bovril. It's getting cold now. Here we go. And we do have a glass of vino for later in the stream to unwind to, I guess you could say. So, Domination, Sleeping Giant in the Surrey. Probably a good chance it's a tier 6 and 7 game. Which might be a bit of a downside, maybe. Let's see. Mass, Vilma, Fiji, New Orleans, Chapayev, Prince Eugen, Vladivostok 16-inch guns, Bismarck, and Vanguard 15-inch guns. So, Vladivostok can overmatch me everywhere, and Bismarck and Vanguard, if I'm lucky, I might be able to skip the shells off my my deck armor, but my armored belt is not going to be that resistant to those shells. But, amusingly, it is not a carrier game. Wait, what? Who? I'm not sure which Bismarck it was.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck and fair seas.
Right, let's get moving. See how things go. York has a weak armoured deck as well, but she does have a small turtle back, yeah. I think one of the big downsides is probably her engines are able to get knocked out by high caliber, high explosives. Joshua Alaska got a dispersion nerf and yet a grouping buff. I have questions. So basically the circle in which her shells can disperse has gone up, like increased in size. But the grouping of the shells within the dispersion circle has basically been improved. It's almost basically like, it means that the worst case dispersion could be quite far, but it means the shells will probably still be more grouped to the center. It's basically they increase one to decrease the other, but the overall effect is the accuracy is slightly worse. Is the best way to put it. It's almost like what they call the dispersion, the shell grouping is what they're basically on PC they know as the sigma, which is basically how frequent the shells land towards the center of the circle. Like it's gaming. I just hope they give us good rewards, not like they did with the last round of Arena. Yes, very true, very true. Yamato's questionable changes as well. She got changed this patch?
Enemy force detected.
Right, I know she's already damaged conned once. I know her turrets are just pointing off to her port side.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Good show.
There we go.
Jolly good
I think we
show.
deserve one of those. Right, enemy team, what were we seeing? We are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemy vessels over at the Charlie objective. And they've only got 8 left. Nope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemy vessels at Charlie. It means they got one other ship somewhere. Let's see, what is it? It's probably a battleship. It's not the Bismarck. Yeah, so 4 of their cruisers, 1 of their destroyers. That means there's a battleship, the Vanguard or the Vladivostok, somewhere else. So the enemy team is incredibly heavily loaded one flank. So our objective is probably to mop up the caps and get over onto the other side and almost just deny the enemy team any kind of map control as quickly as possible. Okay, we have the Vladivostok there. Oh no, the Vanguard. Okay, so maybe what I might do, I might try and pin the Vanguard down. I think the big crux in this game is going to be the destroyers. Because the enemy team have the numbers of the Charlie objective, they're really supporting their DD, whereas our DD is a little bit exposed. He's a little bit out there on his own. If our DD can win the versus DD engagement, then our team should be alright. Okay, start to engage the Vanguard. His rear turrets might be looking at me. Yeah. Okay, he's turned his turrets to his front. So I'm going to take this chance to go from kiting away to kiting towards the Vanguard. Now, the carrier spotting changes will be a huge for higher tiers. We'll be talking about this. The carrier changes with this patch, weren't they? I think next patch, what they're doing is they're changing the timing of the bomb drop camera afterwards and the bomb drop reload. Okay, right. Time to start closing in the north. Maybe see if we can just pinch around the back of the enemy team. Yeah, the changes to carriers this patch have been much appreciated. Like, planes should not be able to see through islands when a gun can't shoot through an island back at the plane. I always thought that was incredibly stupid. So finally being that ships can't see aircraft through islands and that aircraft can't see ships through islands obviously brings them both on par. And I think that's better, really, because what it means is basically you can hide from aircraft. Aircraft aren't these eyes in the skies that can see everything, regardless whether it's behind a smoke screen or behind an island. And I think those changes will be will have drastic impacts, not just on standard, but if they ever bring carriers back into ranked or something, the ability of a carrier to be able to spot the whole entire enemy team while not putting their aircraft at risk will be probably removed quite a lot. Jeff, in my opinion, Alaska was the best ship in the game before the nerf kicks in. Alaska's very strong at the moment because she has that super heavy armor piercing shells. It does mean that she can obviously quite easily just stay in AP and know that she can deny an enemy ship the ability to even offer even an ounce of broadside, which means that generally it means the Alaska can guarantee that she can always bring 9 guns on target while denying any enemy destroyer, or enemy cruiser I should say, or or even maybe some battleships as well, the ability to swing out and bring those rear turrets on basically online. Hello Sax, hello. You on lunch? Are you finished for the day? Let's launch an aircraft and see what we can see. I've got the Prince Eugen, but the Prince Eugen's kiting away. I'm not going to be able to engage him as effectively as I would like. We have a Chapayev. Which, unbeknownst to him, doesn't know that I'm here. And now we reveal the trap. Your team's now surrounded. And your kilometers only have, well, your torpedoes only have 4 kilometers range. So as long as I stay more than 4 kilometers away, your torpedoes can't touch me. Ooh. That's 2 cruisers we've hurt quite badly. Oh, you're home. Oh, good to hear, Sax. Might be able to catch you later then. Jeff, with Von Essen as an inspiration on USN ships, so hard so hard to angle against them. Yes, yeah, especially with that super heavy AP, it can be very, very dangerous. Mike gets going. They nerf the fun things. Well, I'm still surprised that they haven't nerfed Reginald Tywit or Tyrwit. So they don't nerf all the fun things. Hello, Brendan. Well, this has just been another one of these games where it's just been very slow, very methodical, and we get there in the end. I'm not exactly going to complain. So we finally get a win in the Surrey this patch, which I think she deserves. We've tried a couple of times while streaming. I think the Prince Eugen's just given up. Normally when I give up though, I will just shoot the sea, just make sure I'm spotted. We'll see if we get a volley of AP in, but I think he's going to get absolutely blacked. I'm not going to complain about that because he had about 15,000 HP when I fired the volley. Oh. Yeah, Von Essen on like the Alaska, that's just evil. 65k, first blood, second on the team. Yeah, I'm not going to complain. That was a very relaxed game. So let's see, what have we done? We have done the Fiji, we've done the Surrey, we've done the Cossack, we've done the Icarus. So maybe we should play a battleship or two. We haven't got a win in the KG5, so maybe we do the KG5 then. That should be alright. Sean, if I play the Surrey, I need at least a nan and a beer. She's not that bad. This is the thing. Quite a lot of people give the Devonshire and the Surrey quite a lot of jib, I guess you could say. And honestly, I actually like them. Maybe there's something wrong with me. But yeah, like the Devonshire is quite nice for her tier if she's not up tiered. If she's up tiered, then you kind of find yourself in the same situation as the Surrey. But then the Surrey can get up tiered to like tier 7, and that can be absolutely evil. So it's all about maneuverability with those. Icarus, Minsk, Akatsuki, Devonshire, Queen Elizabeth, Tennessee, New Mexico, Sinop, and Hood. Let's see how things go there.
Let's get to it.
Well, we're nearly halfway through the stream, so I might as well you do the usual YouTube shilling, I guess you could say, which is if you are enjoying the live stream, feel free to give it a thumbs up. It obviously helps with promoting the channel, promoting the live stream as well. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. You always tick the bell for notifications, and that's it. I'm going to stop there. That's the end of my YouTube shilling. New Mexico. What else we got? Snob. Oh, okay.
Teammate, I need your support.
I think we actually have a smoke screen, which is actually useful. We just need the... Will the plane work? If not, I'm going to have to be one of these players. There we are, now we're spotted, so we're just going to get moving. Big smoke screen spotted over here, so something evil over there. I think we're just going to continue focusing this New Mexico. So it's a bit, obviously maybe a bit dull, but I've just positioned my ship in like a kiting away position. The reason being is I want to try and stay angled against as much as I can, and also because there's destroyers in the area, I want to make sure I'm not going to be taking any torpedoes. So it just means I can be a little bit harder to torpedo, and then my escape route's always just going to be to quickly accelerate away. He says I don't have propulsion mods. So now the situation is that we're pushing in, but I'm not sure if those shells will make it. We can start turning back in. Enemy cruisers Devonshire.
Teammate, I need your support.
We're spotted, but probably by a destroyer that's way off to the right.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Now the KG-5 does have a very broad stance, as quite a few British battleships do. And it only really told me, oh, DD spotted, so let's get A and B turrets swung round. It's a Minsk, which now has 6-kilometer torpedoes. Completes the turn. Ooh. Getting a clip on him. And that is, I think it was both his torpedo launchers, so let's see if we can get one more volley. Okay. Hello, is it not Nariko? I hope I've got that right. I do apologise otherwise. Sorry is underrated, yes, yes. Oh no, you're tucking back in, okay. Right, Devonshire will be able to ricochet my AP unless he goes broad, but I don't think it's going to be the opportunity there. So I think it's going to be a situation of using HE against him. Yeah, because he's kiting quite nicely. Sonop does have quite large caliber guns, so I'm going to have to turn to angle. Thankfully, it doesn't find my nose plating. And I think he's going to eat some torpedoes from the Charles F. Hughes. There we go.
That's how it's done.
I think the Devonshire's going to run out of map at some point. Yep, she ran out of map. Yeah, the only downside is there is a Minsk around here somewhere. He says it appears just in time. Always assume there's torpedoes in the water when you see a destroyer, especially one that was broadside onto and then turns away.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Yeah, if a destroyer gets itself spotted by you for no apparent reason, right, and was broadside on or just suddenly starts shooting at you, just assume there's torpedoes in the water and prepare for them. Because so many destroyer players will try to do what, basically try and bait you. They'll start shooting at you because they want you to swing your rear gun out or something. Now we have got target acquisition systems on this KG5, I think. She's definitely left her smoke screen.
That's how it's done.
Nope, she decided to shoot. No, she's probably doing about 40 knots, so I'm just going to really overlead. There we go. Now in a situation like this where I'm on fire, I've got 5 repair parties, so no, in this situation I'm just not going to... That's one batch of torpedoes. Might just let the fire burn, because I'd rather have the fire burn and have a damage control party in case I get flooded, rather than take that chance. Now, Russian torpedoes are usually quite quick, so I should be okay now. Right, yeah. Let's see if we can catch up with the chat again. Hello, Vaz. Hello. Good to see you. Joshua, I cannot make Monarch AP get citadels unless I close the distance to point blank broadside, but HE eats everything on, sets everything on fire consistently. Monarch AP, it's mostly focused for cruisers, and immediately with like cruisers at that tier, some of them start to become obviously resistant to 15-inch guns, so obviously trying to hit angled targets can be not favourable. And then furthermore, also you got very kitey cruisers, so trying to get hits can be also quite difficult. And there's also lots of very lightly armoured cruisers, so even with British AP, they just end up overpenning them, unfortunately. Can then remember if KG5 has short fuse or standard AP. Short fuse, Jeff. She has. That's why she's got short fuse AP and only 14-inch guns. So generally, she makes best sense in to use HE most of the time, unless you have a flat broadside target that's not going to suddenly change direction. So if you can catch certain cruisers out, you should be alright, but you've got to remember that most tier 6 and tier 7 cruisers have the armoured bout resistance against 14-inch guns. We can not do anything. Oh wow, okay, we'll just keep sailing, chaps. Devonshire does what it does best, go pop. I think he just wasn't really paying attention to my volleys, because I did fight, I saw his angle previously, so I threw a couple of volleys of HE at him, and then I saw that he was going to run out of room and had to probably turn broadside on due to the map, and was able to take advantage of that knowledge and catch him a little bit broader. course, his armoured belt will only be sufficient against my guns when he's angled. We have done a little bit of chatting about the Monarch, so maybe we'll do the Monarch for a game. Actually, what I might do... No, we'll do the Monarch game and then I'll take a quick break. Naraka, the carrier main. Well, fair enough. Each their own, I guess you could say. KG5 AP is good, but never sure if I can aim waterline or higher up on the enemy hull. I'd always recommend, against a battleship, deck level, against a cruiser, I'd recommend you can go for the waterline. We're on fire, boys. Shall we put out? Nah. Want to wait before we use the repair kit? Okay. I'll use a light smoke from the deck. Just the idea of a captain like, the boat deck's on fire. Rather than saying, alright, send damage control to put the fire out. Wait, don't send damage control to put the fire out. I want to let it burn so we can use the repair party. Oh, just the second lieutenant just looking at you, raising an eyebrow, going, "Are you sure, sir? I mean, we are on fire." Oh no, we're in a tier 7 legendary tier game. Oh, this might not be fun. Implacable, Conqueror, Kansas, Bismarck, Odin, Worcester, Minotaur, Kugero. First fire of the game. And we did 11k to that Worcester with just high explosive shells, and they're only 15-inch guns. Now I'm really leading the target. The reason being is... Right, guns to the left, boys. The reason being is so far away. What was their DD again? A Kagero. Okie dokie. Well, hopefully our aircraft carrier is going to picket my flank here. Fingers crossed. Well, there's a smoke screen there, but that could be a minnow. There's the Kagero. Okay, so my flank isn't as exposed as I initially anticipated. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I might be able to take advantage of that broadside ship. And then he decided to pop his clogs. Ooh. We seem to be in the business of just watching ships go pop in front of us. Ooh, we actually get hit. Nice. Nice work. Nice work, gentlemen.
Nice work.
Right, now we've got to see if we can take advantage of now controlling the flank against the enemy.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Oh yes, now I'm expecting them to suddenly dart forward. I mean, when you got Stalingrad AP like that charging in on you, you probably would. Yes, good call.
All stations requesting fire support.
And there's Bismarck off to the left, is it?
Fire. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Attention. Concentrate all efforts on protecting the base. Problem solved, sir.
So that was 9k volley with the AP there.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Conqueror and a Bismarck.
Victory is in sight. Enemy battleship sunk.
Personally, with Monarch, I haven't really got any complaints. Although we've probably done quite a bit of mopping up, is the best way to put it when it comes to our kills, in all honesty. Casual lean equals plus 12 style points. Yeah. Greetings, HMS Duncan. Good to see you. Joshua, I love Monarch. I love the Monarch as well. Personally, I prefer Monarch over Vanguard if I had to choose. Surprised all the buffs Worcester received. Same here. Like, Worcester wasn't really a bad ship. She was just a bit awkward to play. I think she's been overbuffed. And I wouldn't be surprised if she gets nerfed again in the future. Maybe 1 or 2 patches. Jeff Dave, hello. What is the best commander setup for the Hood? I enjoy playing the British BBs, but I struggle to use Hood effectively. I like to run a Zerlane Hood on Hood because I'm a bit mad and I like to have the speed build. But maybe we'll do the Hood after this game because Hood is a bit of a pet child of mine that I really do like. Hence she's on the thumbnail. It's the best way to put it. And I have a Kobe model of it upstairs and she's in my Victory at Sea fleet and things like that. So yeah, we'll do Hood after this then. Yeah, Joshua, this is fine. Baz, what are you most looking forward to in the next patch major? Crossplay. Honestly, crossplay. Like, being able to actually fully interact with the community when I'm live streaming and things like that. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I'll just loose that off here. Good. Right, I'm going to take a quick short break after this game, just because it's time to use the restroom chats, unfortunately. But it does mean you do get to enjoy my little B-Rack back screen, and I'll try and catch up with the chat as soon as I've come back from the B-Rack back screen. But, okay, mid-table, but I'm not really going to complain about that too much. It was just quite an interesting game. Command build is Nelson. It's my usual go-to build with the KG5 and things like that. But Hood, which we will do next after this short break, I do like to use Lane Hood. But we'll go over the command build when I'm back, so it should be no longer than a minute, chaps. Right, Eisenhower time. Let's go get ourselves absolutely brutalized. Oh boy, I got a mess coming up. Jolly good show. Come on. Maybe all she wrote. Marvellous. And we've achieved the perfect result. We have sunk a German battleship, which is everything that every Royal Navy commander wishes to do. We might. There we go, another medal. There we go.
Good show. Jolly good show.
Bless you, yeah. Yeah, we'll do the grand old lady. See if we can wrap up this wall spike down. There she goes. Thank you. I think my shells are in the lead. We'll find out. Yes. The reason why I went through the middle was that Oklahoma's really awkward. In combination with their Tennessee and Matsu, they had like a really horrible crossfire on us in that corner. So if I went through the middle, I can use the island against the Oklahoma, potentially push through into the middle, or at least maybe move over onto the other flank. The middle's always a really awkward place to spawn because you don't really want... Well, welcome back, chaps. Apologies for that. Unfortunately, when nature calls, we can get ourselves nice and comfy. Yeah, so Hood, I like to take Zerlane Hood using Flammable Cannoneer, Crisscross, Royal Navy's Glory, Master Mechanic, and Fight Fire Fire. So it's kind of a survivability, but also a speed build because we do have Bruce Fraser and Gepetti on there, and I'm sure the people who watch my stream quite regularly will sick to death of the shilling that I give the Hood. But propulsion mods, aiming systems, the target acquisition mods, and with a common battle boost, she goes 38 knots, which I do like. So we'll take her out and see how we go. HMS Duncan. Oi, everyone. Like or I will put a Sea Viper through your garage. Love from Naval Ops Room. Much obliged. For the game, indeed, might have to try and join in for a couple of games. Yeah, the aim is I do plan to live stream that the Monday patch drop night rather than do my recording. But I'm yet to actually schedule it. The reason being is obviously the wife is off work, so I will have to negotiate in order to work out where to go. Well, what time to get. Duncan, Lord Nelson would be pro. Did you murder our Royal Navy carrier? Vaz, how about the rest of you porters? What are you looking forward to most next week? Rightio. A lot of battleships on the enemy team. Okay, we'll have to see how this goes. Let's have a look at the enemy team first. Gajamada, Literabel, Surrey, Nagato, Scharnhorst, Duke of York, Florida, Richelieu, and an Implacable. Now, although they have a lot of battleships, they've only got one 16-inch gun battleship, two 14-inch gun battleship, one 11-inch gun battleship, and a 15-inch gun battleship. So that's not too bad, really. Yeah, 38 knots. Now that's fast, yes. I sometimes receive complaints from the destroyer players I team up with because I go faster than the destroyers. So we've got Florida and the Duke of... Now, I'm not going to open fire here. Or am I? We've got HE loaded at the start. We'll switch to a bit of AP. Just going to quick. I think we've got a full... I was going to say almost a full British flank here. We've got a Gauge Armada, a Fiji, and then a Hood as well. Angling in, but it looks like they're firing on the Fiji, yeah. I don't think we're going to get that volley away. What's their carrier? Implacable. Okie dokie. So, lots of bombs. His aircraft are coming in from the left here, so I'm going to try and make sure that I stay kind of broad onto those aircraft. Honestly, at the moment, with 2 battleships closing in, I'm not completely satisfied with the idea of me pushing in there. The Fiji's not going to want to do it, really. Ideally, we want to try and make this into a tail chase engagement and get these 2 battleships to chase us. Okay, everyone's smoked up. We're going to lose spotting. I need these propulsion mods to start kicking in then. Okay, Duke of York shows his hand. Now, on World Warships Legends, Hood has short fuse AP, whereas on PC she does have long standard AP. What's the battleship over there? Nagato, okay, dangerous, but has quite poor dispersion. Ooh. Ooh, who said they didn't like Hood? Take that back.
Attention, reporting the target position.
So we're reversing towards the enemy at 20 knots. Just waiting for them to show their hand. That's what I really want. Oh, okay. Okay, we can work with this. I just need to put a bit of right rudder on there, not left rudder. This is actually quite a nice position at the moment, as long as the enemy doesn't start coming up from the way to the south of the map. Duke of York's nose can only do 14-inch. She's still firing HE. So there was my potential concern. It's still the Nagato to the south there. Florida's only got 14-inch guns. Double fire. Well, we do have fire with fire. That's perfectly fine by me. We incapacitated the turret. Oh, we didn't fire off one of the turrets. So we might be able to, fingers crossed. Five overpens.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Another wave of bombs from our carrier.
We sank their battleship.
You're next.
Our team has taken the lead.
Yep, we're still okay.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Our team has taken the lead.
Hopefully, our carrier will do a bit of work over there. Oh. Right, we're going to need to use up some repair parties. Oh, he did just get a volley away on me. Very lucky. Right, let's use some of our speed to re-engage the enemy, but also get those repair parties all sorted. No, okay, I still don't like Hood. It's Squishy Florida. I do death strikes with Bismarck too, yeah. Although Florida's probably not that much more squishier than probably a lot of other Tier 6 battleships. The Hood's advantage is she does have very good gun angles. Major's high-speed Hood. It just means I get quite a lot of maneuverability out of it. Let's see. Where's the torpedo aircraft? Probably somewhere over there, okay. Richelieu. Start getting some of those repair parties off. Because most of the damage we took is completely repairable.
Victory is in sight.
Okay, let's see. Now, dispersion at long range isn't, well, is a bit awkward with Hood, but she is slightly more accurate at closer ranges. We're not going to kick the turrets out because here comes the volley from the Richelieu. And now she's done that, we can kick out the rears. Turn nose in.
Engine damage.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
No flooding. Enemy carrier won't be around for too long in the teeth. What's the enemy crew? Okay. Okay, the carrier's getting a little desperate. He's doing wide drops. Now that should activate her damage control, yes. And the damage control's got quite a good duration on the carriers. But there we go, Dreadnought as well. Prince of Wales, God wills it. But maybe he's a lame Prince of Wales one day, maybe. Don't get me wrong, Hood is a great ship, but hope for repulse. I completely agree with you. Look, I really hope for repulse at tier 5. So she's in PC, 120k damage. Still mid-table. Oh. Can't have everything, can we? Yeah, that was quite nice actually. The hard hit on the Florida was nice. Unfortunately, just couldn't wrap her up as quickly as possible. As Joshua says, feel free to give this stream a thumbs up and let's get rid of the Russian propaganda. Vaz, I noticed it last night randomly. I thought, wow, those percentages are mighty low. What's that in regards to? Because it could be. I think what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to quick skim the chat and probably just shout out maybe a little, like a couple of like short comments, just because there's quite a bit that's going on. And what we'll do. Let's do Leander. Yeah, we'll launch the Leander, and I'll see if I can just quickly catch up with the chat. Because there's been quite a bit of movement here, chaps. Marcus Gaming, looking forward to the campaign ship. Loves his German ships, fair enough. Jeff is looking forward to the crossbow divisions. Italian battleships in early access as well. He does like his battleships. And the Italian battleships, yeah, like you say, do look to have quite good manoeuvrability and concealment. However, they might be a bit on the downside when it comes to their gun range. Narco's looking forward to the Kaga. Well, fair enough. You've already called out that you're a carrier main. Just looking forward to the 1v1 ranked. Fair enough. Let's have a look what we're looking at on the enemy team. Fubuki, Mahan, Koningsberg, Gorky, Leander, Pensacola, Nikolai I, Queen Elizabeth, and Queen Elizabeth. We're on the left flank with no destroyers, so we'll do a bit of 3/4 speed and see how things go. Joshua certainly likes the Hood build of mine. Fair enough. Sure, the Italian Pizza Chucker BBs would be interesting in the next patch. Not fussed about 1v1 ranked or Brandenburg. Who already renamed in my port as the Battenberg. Oh, if only we could have like a pink and yellow camouflage to put on it. Anyone else noticed the drop rates for the Italian BBs are much lower than previous early access crates? I haven't really scrutinized them, but that is that's interesting to note. Many thanks, Faz. Gauziello will be interesting with exhaust smoke and sonar. Yeah. Well, it's exhaust smoke or sonar, isn't it? I think. Oh no, it's exhaust smoke or defensive AA fire. So yeah, maybe it could be interesting. Repulse and Dido are the only British ships I want. Fair enough, fair enough. Ark Royal would be quite interesting. Same with like Belfast 43. Dido. Yeah, I would like to see Dido most certainly. Be interesting to see what build they go like. Whether they actually allow her to be an anti-aircraft cruiser, or whether they just make her like a small light cruiser. I think she's testing, isn't she, over on the PC? And she's recently received some nerfs to her main battery reload. I think her main battery reload's been changed from about 4 seconds to about 6.9, if I recall off the top of my head. So yeah, keeping an eye on the Dido and her progress over on the PC version of the game. And fingers crossed, yeah, she finally makes it into Legends. That'd be quite nice. Josh, a frozen Belfast skin? Yeah, I do have the frozen Belfast skin, but that's on the Edinburgh, isn't it? For some reason. Oh, the ice. We got an enemy Leander there. I'm just gonna move up cautiously, is the best way to put it. I'm gonna use this friendly Japard for spotting. What was that cruiser? Koningsberg. Not necessarily a threat as yet. Not sure. They are coming in from the Leander. Oh, and the Koningsberg. Okay.
Smoke screen set.
I think my nose is just going to stick out. At least now we have some spotting. At least we had some spotting. Oh, too many other cruisers gone and got death struck. We'll hold off on the repair party.
destroyer.
We got Pensacola. I think this is just going to be one of those poor games. There's much more we can really do from this position at the moment. Yeah, team's dropping like flies, unfortunately. There's that awkward Collingsburg that I'd like to maybe finish off.
Smoke generator active. Smoke screen set.
Taking a bit of risk with that boy, I think. We got lucky with that. Well, as long as our Japards can keep the enemy spotted. I need to stop saying that. Because it never works. Aim with the superstructure.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
We might just have to see what we can do, isn't it, almost, before we die. We're gonna die. Ooh, we're really gonna die. Oh yeah, we're dead. I don't think there's any point me even smoking up. I'll just have to die here, I think. Maybe we might see if we can shoot at the door, I guess. And then we die here. No, he's firing HE. How much longer? No, too long. We just have to see what we can just do against the side of Elizabeth, which is firing APS. Well, we've got to defend the ribbon. But that's going to be all she wrote. I mean, how much longer are we going to have to... Oh, not much longer at all. Well, with it being 9:15, we only got time for one more game of the stream. We might as well, after this sip of water, we'll crack on with the wine. I don't know what to play for the last game of the stream. I'm not going to complain about that then. Right, chap. You might as well shout out what you want me to play for the last game of the stream. While you're doing that, I'll see if I can catch up with the chat. Hello, Warships. Good to see you. Isn't HMS Dido an anti-aircraft cruiser site? Well, she was a Dido class and the Atlanta class were all built as destroyer leader class cruisers. So they weren't necessarily built with the intention of being anti-aircraft cruisers in design. However, the Dido class was kind of forced into becoming an anti-aircraft class cruiser in the Mediterranean just due to obviously having that dual purpose main battery, and something that then the Atlantis also did. Although Atlantis is probably more designed with anti-aircraft maybe a bit more in mind in comparison to the Dido class. Good afternoon, Pixelmo. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Yeah, so like the Atlanta class, this is why like she's classified more as a destroyer class, destroyer leader, is because whenever she actually came into engagements against cruisers, those Atlanta class cruisers went pop really quickly because they just weren't armored for cruiser engagement. They were basically very large destroyers. That's what they were intended for. Yolo Amelia, Warspite, Shikoku. Managed to pick up the Lightning a few weeks back and had a few games. I've heard that it would a bore. YOLO, if it wasn't the last game of the stream, I would be very tempted because she can be very hit and miss. Warspite's tempting. Shikoku, although Shikoku is a very good aircraft carrier, I find that aircraft carrier games just don't go well during streams. They can be a bit dull, unfortunately, for people to watch. Maybe the Lightning. If someone's got the Lightning recently, then maybe we might do the Lightning. Yeah, we do the Lightning for one last game of the stream as we drink our glass of red wine. And then after this, I've got to start cooking the evening meal because the wife will be home. Pixel, on topic of Dido, HMS Greek names, great. Sekila and Charlotte boys did lean more towards AA with their 4.2-inch guns, if memory serves correct. That's but they were probably like early war builds, basically early World War II, where they kind of started rushing them off the slipways. The reason being is obviously the production of the dual-purpose 5.2-inch gun turrets was lagging behind. I mean, they barely scraped enough turrets together to equip the KG-5 class and Vanguard, is the best way to put it. And so obviously, because they're obviously trying to prioritise the bigger units, the battleships, towards the later war, and also the issues they had with developing the turrets meant that obviously the lead time of the turrets was longer than the ship's hulls, so that's why they started then rushing them out with 4.25-inch dual-purpose batteries. And even on like I think HMS Black Prince is a good example where it only has 4 out of the 5 turrets, with one of the turrets being replaced with 40mm Bofors. No, 40mm pom-pom, I should say. Apologies. Although also I think some of the Didos may have got refit in America, very much like HMS Ajax did. Fletcher, Kleber, Mogami, Prince Eugen, Minotaur, Margi, Richelieu, Yamato, Grosser, Kerfest. Okay, well, we'll make sure we got an exit. Check. One ship I'd like to see come to Legends, if they're or just world warships in general, would be HMS Delhi. Because I think, this is the thing, I'm not really paying attention because I'm thinking away about ships. I'm not really playing the game to my maximum potential. But yeah, I think HMS Delhi, because did she get refit over in America and had like a load of like 5-inch dual-purpose turrets fitted? There's Kleber, is it? Okay, so there's a Fletcher around here somewhere. There's the Fletcher's in division with a Mogami.
All forces provide cover for that target.
What we got eyes on? There's the Megami. There we go, Fletcher.
Fire. Problem solved, sir. We destroyed their destroyer.
Remember, chaps, it's all about having fun. Can we go to the rear turret, please? Rear turret, please. Rear turret, rear turret. Thank you. I should be dead. There we go. Right, now we can start capping.
Your team has taken the lead.
I've still got all my guns, still got all my torpedoes, so I'm still pretty effective as long as I just don't get shot. Right. Right, now we've made a mess of that and we're getting a cap, I can now look at the chat and see if we can continue our historical conversation.
Nice work.
Okay, yesterday me and Blip had a great discussion about Shikoku, and she's collateral damage. It was really funny. The Bismarck's AA was really good to modern aircraft, but terrible against biplanes. Yeah, basically they couldn't track the swordfish because they travelled so slow, and then the shell was basically passed right through them. No, HMS Furious, before being a carrier, had two 18-inch guns. Well, this is the thing. Like when I'd love to see HMS Furious as a carrier hybrid, because it'd just be so funny. Because she'd have a flying off platform up front to launch aircraft, in combination with an single 18-inch gun at the back. You'd make a hilarious tier 3 carrier, or like tier 3 battle carrier, I guess you could say. But just the one gun, the dispersion would be awful. Just got to wait for the Richelieu to leave the cap, and then we can grab it. I think the Grace Curve is going for the Ram, so we'll be all right. Oh, there we go. Got the cap. No. How about you? You all right? You're fine. All right. No one needs will to rebuild. Oh yes. With all 516 of my HP, I'm on my way. We'll take the slightly more cowardly way, and we'll go around the back. Oh, Vaz, there is a super Santa container in the store for 10 million credits. I know, 10 million of your hard-earned credits. Yeah, so you can pick up a super Santa container and you can get some more days premium. I'm sure everyone's got enough premium. I mean. I think someone was saying that they got a friend out there who's got 5 years of premium account just due to the amount of premium that crates have been chucking out recently and things like that. Fans, I'm deciding what ships to sell for it since I'm broke. Don't. It's not worth it. You're probably better off keeping the ships, honestly.
Victory is in sight.
Battle carrier Furious would be quite amusing, yeah. Why do sailors have troubles with the alphabet? Because they usually get lost at sea. God's sake, sure. Open up for us, Major. Open up what, sir? This is unfortunately the last game, so unfortunately won't have a. Open a crate on stream. It'd be. All right, I'll spend 10 million credits on a crate, and I get some days premium. Oh yeah, the rental ships are still going, aren't they? I feel like I'm just going like, look, Minnow, I can do it too. Oh, we got fire. No, Yamato in reverse. Well, somehow we didn't die, which has been helpful. We should have died because we weren't paying attention, but we got away with it. Hello, Luke Nukem. Hello, hello, hello. Fortunately, just catching us for the last game of the stream. Vaz has convinced me that I must open the container on stream. Vaz, I wasn't going to play today, but alas, they always find a way to rope me in. Fair enough, fair enough. We're second on the team, and I survived. I'm not going to complain about that. I do like a bit of DD play sometimes. Alright, just for Vaz, we will buy a container for lots and lots of credits. Let's see, it was an offers. No, was it special? Special, that was it. Was it 10? Is that the 10 million or is there another one? I think that's the 10 million that Vaz is talking about. Just for Vaz. There you go, there's 10 million credits down the drain. What are we looking at? So, from the silver container, we get Days Premium. What did I say? What's next? Credits, great. Oh, it's not going to be anything useful, is it? Oh, some camouflage. Great. Can't wait to turn that into paint. Oh, go on, some more Days Premium. Oh, promotion orders. Okay, fair enough. That's kind of useful. More credits. So these containers only now cost me 9.1 million. 22 camouflages. Thank you, Vaz. I don't know what I would do without those 22 camouflages. Oh, what a waste of money. And that reason, chaps, is why you don't buy containers in game. Because they're just not worth it. Oh well, so that only cost me 9.1 million credits, and I got some camouflages and some Days Premium and some promotion orders. Baz, it's not like you can't spare the credits, Major. Yeah, but I'd rather use them on something more useful, like the Italian battleships which are forthcoming. Luke Nukem, wow, nice crate RNG, I know. It's amazing. Oh, right here, chaps. Well, let's go to the gaming desk And as always, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has come along. If you can, give the stream a thumbs up before you go, much obliged. I'll see if I can get something pretty in the background for you all to look at. Let's see. Oh, no, we'll do this. Right, it's going all the way back as far as I can on the stream. I'd like to say thank you to Jeff Pemberton, to Sean Whitlin, who were quite busy at the start of the stream. Also, like to say thank you to Philip Negus. Thank you to Dude Look Dude. Thank you to Randy Chang, Joshua Mitchum as well. Thank you to Jeff Dave, good to see you. Thank you to Mike X Gaming. Thank you to Brazil You Go, or DJ Shag as he also goes by. Let's see, who else do we have as I guess scroll through the chat? Good to see you, Salty Sax. Good to see you, Brendan Harris as well, much obliged. Thank you to Narako96 as well, much obliged. Thank you to Vaz Vegas. Did we have anyone else? Thank you to Thoughtful Gamer. Thoughtful Gamer, I should say. And also thank you to HMS Duncan as well. I think that's everyone. Oh, thank you to Warships Live. Missed you there. Hope you're doing well. Thank you to Pixel Mug as well, towards the end. Thank you to Luke Newcomb as well, much obliged. I think that's everyone who's mentioned themselves anyway in the chat, but if you haven't mentioned yourselves in the chat... thank you to Andy Mack there, obviously getting in the end, much obliged. Hopefully everyone's staying safe and staying well, looking after themselves. There's the sorry for you to look at in the background. But yeah, much obliged everyone for coming along. As I always say, give it a thumbs up, it always helps with promoting the channel and stuff. And feel free to subscribe if you're new here. Without you chaps, these live streams would not be what they are. It would just be me playing by myself, just talking to myself, which it pretty much is. But at least I'm talking to a chat in a community, and it's much. Well, obviously, it makes it more fun having an interaction with the community, and that's what I really like. This is why I do like streaming. Sure, great stream, Major. Much obliged. Might see you all on Monday for a live stream regarding the first look post-patch. Furthermore, I might be streaming tomorrow night. I'm yet to work out what and if I'm going to stream. I am playing a bit of Enlisted recently, so maybe I might stream that. But also, we'd still have the XCOM campaign to finish off, which might be worth doing as well. Or we might do a collab if I can find another World Warships Legends community creator who's well, not official, maybe like a non-official community contributor or content creator, I should say, who's up for streaming as well. But yeah, we'll play it by ear and see how things go. Thanks, Major, for welcoming. No, much obliged. Thank you for coming along. It's always good to see new names as well, and also good to see the old names too. GG's dude. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and a good night wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, stay well, and until next time, I'm the Galloping Major, and back to the port.